So Crazy Puerto Rican here today with my top 10 favorite anime, and I haven't done a top favorite anime in quite a while actually, so I wanted to do it. So yeah, coming in at number 10 is the anime known as Dead Man Wonderland. Now, Dead Man Wonderland could have been a little more further in the list, but Dead Man Wonderland has a great story and great plot. It has gore and the story that it actually needs gore for the story to work, but the ending of the season leaves you in a huge ass cliffhanger that doesn't get a season 2. You do get the manga, which you can kind of say it counts, but some people like seeing it in action, and hell yeah. So yeah, that's number 10. Coming in at number 9 is the anime that started airing first on Toonami, and you should know already, it's Space Dandy. Space Dandy is a comedy anime that it has its comedy moments, but it also has its serious moments. For example, in one episode, he goes on a date with a certain person that I will not say because I do not want to spoil it if you haven't seen it. But he goes on a date and they actually do fall for each other. And the ending of the episode was really like sad, and it's pretty awesome. And it also has the comedy part of it that you're like, oh my gosh, this comedy is like, what the fuck. So yeah, that's number 9. Coming in at number 8 is the anime known as Eureka 7. Eureka 7 is an anime, a 51 episode anime, and it's a great story. It's one of those anime that can get you into mech because the story handles it so well, and it's not like Gundam that's old. It's like kind of new. You could say 2000 something. It's from 2000 it came out. But it's a really great story. You get to see Eureka and Renton growing up and developing throughout the entire series, and in the end it was a perfect ending, although it has one filler episode that it's, why make a filler episode? It was completely not needed. I don't know, ask the people who made it. So yeah, coming in at number 7 is an anime that I currently finished watching, Black Lagoon. Black Lagoon is about this guy Rock who one day is sent from Japan to do a job and the Lagoon company captures them because the Lagoon company basically, what it does is it transports stuff, illegal stuff, but it's really like a mind fuck throughout the entire series because you got Revy and Rock and you got all these characters that are like, oh my god, did they just do that? You got Roberta and Balalaika throughout the series, and you're like, I'm not gonna fuck with them. Like, they're gonna kill me if I do. So, yeah. Yeah, now coming in at number 6 is the only anime I've given a 10 out of 10, and it's known as Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop has a great story. It has an excellent pacing, and the soundtrack is just exquisite, and pretty much you get both English dub and English sub are great. Both voice actors are really good, and the story is really like it's Space Dandy but serious all the time. Instead of it's them being bounty hunters and killing everyone, and for me it's like the greatest anime of all time, but not my favorite anime of all time. So yeah, I consider it the greatest anime of all time because of how well it's done. So yeah, coming in at number 5 is anime that I reviewed weekly, and you should know it's Kill la Kill. Yes, Kill la Kill is really freaking amazing. It starts off the pacing like it gets good, then bad, good, bad, but around the 10th episode it's consistent to being really amazing all the time, and I just love the series. The action is amazing. It has its fan service, but it's not like it doesn't make you focus on that, the story. It makes you focus on Ryoko, Satsuki, Mako, and everyone around the story. So yeah, that's my number 5. Number 4 is Kurokono Basket. Kurokono Basket so far has 2 seasons, and a 3rd season has been announced for March. So yeah, this is like the holy grail of freaking sports anime. I mean, because yeah, you got Slam Dunk, you got Free, Prince of Tennis, but like this is really well paced. Even people who are not fans of basketball watched this and loved it because the story is so great and the characters are so relatable and great. Of course, except for the powers they have, which in the basketball games are like, what the fuck did he just do that? But anyways, it gets you excited, especially in the games, in the close games where they beat you by buzzer beaters or dunks, or they even have to block the ball. It's a really amazing anime that you should give it a watch. And yeah, give it a watch before it gets too long and you can't catch up. So yeah, the manga recently ended. So yeah. So coming in at number 3 is the anime known as Bleach. Now, Bleach, this was kind of a debate to put in number 3 at first because it was gonna be in my top 10, not my top 5, but I didn't know it was gonna be in 3. But I just love the story, how it progresses, except the fucking filler arcs. Because at one point, Bleach can get you like, okay, I'm so excited to see Ichigo fight against Ukiura, then to be continued, then they give you a whole arc, then they give you the fight, and then at some parts they leave you in a cliffhanger, then on filler episode, then the fight. That's kind of like fucked up, but it's really good. Like some filler episodes and arcs are good, and when it gets to the canon part, it's really amazing. Like the last 2 canon parts, which are the Arrancar Downfall arc and the Tsukishima arc, are really good, and should give it a watch. It's 366 episode, I know, but if you get hooked, you're gonna love it. So yeah, coming in at number 2 is the anime known as Gurren Lagann. Gurren Lagann is an anime that I watched last summer, and it was like so over the top and energetic. I was like, oh my god, it's awesome. But it also has its serious stuff, like some characters dying. I'm not gonna say who dies, although because in every anime people die, but you know, I'm not gonna say in this one who dies because they're not gonna like it. But anyways, it's really good. The battles are like way over the top and like, oh my god, like the battles are really good, and I love the plot and the story, except the second half of the series, which kind of went down because they took themselves too serious when the series was being a bit comedy-like, and took itself seriously, but not that much. But it was still a great series and a great 9 out of 10. Yeah, Gurren Lagann. And number 1, you guys should know, is Dragon Ball Z, the original Dragon Ball Z, not Kai, not Japanese, in English, Bruce Falconeer in Dragon Ball Z. Now the reason I like this is not because of nostalgia crap that people say, oh, Bruce Falconeer music because of nostalgia, because Toonami and this. No. I love this series because I love how Bruce Falconeer makes the soundtrack work in Dragon Ball Z. Like when it has its sad moments, they put the sad music. And some people do complain about having a lot of rock music throughout the series, but I don't really see it. They put the music where it fits. And Dragon Ball Z, 291 episodes, almost 300, is really great. It does have a lot of filler in their arcs. There's only one filler arc throughout the entire series, but they do add filler scenes in most of the episodes. So yeah, it's like, why do they do this? And Kai is really good. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a Kai hater. I love Kai. I'm currently watching 2014 Kai. I'm up to date with that, so don't get me wrong. So yeah, these have been my top 10 anime I want to know what your top 10 is. Tell me, leave a comment below. And since there's no longer video response since last year, and don't worry, I didn't just find out that. I found that out like the day they took that out, which YouTube did a stupid decision doing that. But yeah, leave me your comments on what your favorite anime are, and don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe now. I'm just kidding. And yeah, later guys.